Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Wayne Garcia.
And I'm Shauna Parsons. First on Fox tonight, winter-like conditions hit the Oregon Cascades with snow levels dropping down close to past levels. Today's storm dumped several inches of snow at Mount Hood, and whiteout conditions have officials warning drivers to take caution. We have live team coverage tonight of this November storm. We begin with KPTV's Sophie Song live at Timberline Lodge with more on the snowy weather. Sophie?
Shauna, there's only one word to describe the conditions up here: blustery. As you can see, the winds are really kicking up. It's been snowing for much of the evening. And just to give you an idea of the conditions up here, we came up in a four-wheel drive SUV with studded tires, and still we were slipping and sliding all the way up here. And here's why. There's a fresh layer of snow up here, but underneath it is pure ice. The scrapers are out and the chains are on the tires. Whiteout conditions have drivers taking extra precautions.
It's crazy. We've been kind of hanging out inside. It's too cold outside.
We put on snow chains this morning and we were doing okay.
This couple is on their way to Washington, D.C. and decided to make a brief stop at Timberline, and they couldn't have come from a place more different than here, Hawaii.
She brought her sweater and we brought the jacket, and then we had to go to the store last night, buy some gloves and a hat.
Meanwhile, back outside, Chris Waddle makes his way through the thick snow.
Going up the mountain right now, it's like pictures of Alaska and, and like the Iditarod.
He came all the way from Yakima to do a little bit of skiing, but even with all this gear, he decided to hike back down because
it's just blowing like crazy. Don't mind the snow, but my tent is not made for hurricane winds.
Timberline Lodge employees say the snow is always good news because for them it means one thing: more visitors. They say the higher elevation runs at Palmer will be open tomorrow, and they hope to have most of their lifts open by Thanksgiving.
I like it because it's really indicative of that classic winter weather pattern that we have been waiting for.
Skiers and snowboarders are just as excited for some fresh snow, though they admit they wouldn't complain if conditions calm down just a bit.
It's a little too windy. It's chilly. It kind of pelted the side of my face, and I didn't like that so much.
Now back here live, temperatures continue to plunge. You can see it is just about 24 degrees up here on Mount Hood, and that's making for some pretty slick conditions. Reporting live from Timberline Lodge, Sophie Stone, the 10 o'clock news.
Well, lots of local schools will be closed all week for Thanksgiving vacation, and that means that some families are probably hitting the road tonight and tomorrow, and we do want you to do it safely. Here are some tips to make sure that you're ready for any bad weather from the Oregon Department of Transportation. Tip number one, use antifreeze that's good to negative 25 degrees. Also, make sure that your battery is fully charged and that the cables are not loose or corroded. Also, make sure to test all of your lights and carry spare bulbs. Keep a safety kit